While some of you may have spent your Tuesday evening looking for your misplaced ID books for the elections, we were out at the Newcomer Comedy Showcase at the Jabulani Theatre in Soweto last night, where the nice people from the Comics Choice Awards started looking at candidates for their Best Newcomer category, as John Flismus explained.
Tonight's the Comics Choice Awards, the first event of 2014, where the newcomers get to showcase their comedy to the rest of the comedy industry and the public at large.
These are the criteria young comics had to pass in order to be eligible.
They have to be a professional for a minimum of a year and a maximum of 2 years. They have to have been paid for work that they've done as a comedian, and they have to have 2 registered comedians vouch for them on the system. So we have a system where the comedians govern themselves, which is dangerous.
Flismus guaranteed that this year's crop of new comics would rip our spleens out, but in a good way, of course, not in some trashy horror movie kind of way.
What you can take away from tonight is the audience can see the future of stand-up comedy, because these guys and girls, like, the pressure's on them. They've got exactly 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we just turn the music on and throw them off stage. So they really take it seriously. So you'll see the very best of the new comedy in South Africa.
One of the judges last night, who was also a birthday boy, woohoo, happy! Kagiso Lediga told us there isn't really a huge difference between Cape Town comedians and Joburg competitors, at least not in this year's crop.
There hasn't been that much difference because everybody kind of talks more or less about the same things. But it hasn't been tiring. Like, we're not listening to people talking about Jacob Zuma one after the other or Julia. It's been varied,
Another very funny man, Ndumiso Lundi, was thoroughly impressed by the talent.
Guys are just bringing their A game. If you're not prepared, or it shows. And guys, you can see they've been warming up.
With elections still firmly on everyone's mind, Ndumiso had this to share.
I find it so uncool for someone to go on Twitter and say, I'm not gonna vote, and make it sound as if, yeah, I'm the man. There's just nothing cool about it. If you're not gonna vote, hey, keep it to yourself, sharp, grand. But he's gonna be the first person to complain again. Hey, potholes, hey, this and that next year. You get what I'm saying? So, man, I'm ready to vote.
Then we snuck up on Celeste Ntuli, who wouldn't dare turn down our mic, and she straight jumped into advising them newcomers on what it takes to be a comedian.
Comedy is the truth. If you stick to what is true to you, because I can't say speak loud, move around, don't move around. We all have different styles, which makes us different, funny in a different way.
But the night was all about the newcomers, and a man we haven't seen since Oh Ship, Loyiso Madinga, gave us his impression of the Mzansi comedy scene from a newcomer's point of view.
I've never had like a preconception about the industry itself. It was always just like the idea of being on stage, and that was amazing. That's like insane. And then you actually get to meet comedians and spend time with comedians, which is even crazier thought, to meet people who are like you but different in many ways.